The scanner basically does it all. It is professional bidirectional scan tool. You can control your car to do active tests. You can access every system in vehicle, you can do health reports, you can use plenty of service resets, or even use ECU coding to unlock some extra features in your car. And it also comes with bunch of adapters, so you can also use it for older vehicles which don't have 16-pin classic OBD socket. So I tested it on bunch of different cars, so let me show you how this scanner works in action. By the way, if you are new to this channel, I'm Yuri, I test OBD2 scanners, I have tested hundreds of them, and all the best scanners I have put on my website, on the page OBD2 scanner guide, it is linked in description, and on that page you can choose best OBD2 scanners by budget, type or car brand. And if you are not sure which scanner type is for you, click the link on top, download my OBD2 scanner buyer's guide, and I will send you short PDF which explains differences between scanners and you will know which one is right for you. First you want to update your software, of course, so here I am starting my Mucar V08 for the first time, and you want to go straight to this update tab and update your software, which is done via Wi-Fi. Here I updated only a couple of brands, so I can proceed to test scanner on car, but you can just update all brands at once and then you don't have to worry about it until there is some new update. And you are also getting, with this scanner you will get another full case of just adapters. So you can use it even for older vehicles which doesn't have that standard 16-pin socket. Okay, so let's go to first test vehicle. I got this Citroen Jumpy. I will plug adapter in OBD2 port, so this is only the VCI because this is Bluetooth scan tool, so you don't have to worry about cable. And then of course I want to start the ignition so scanner can communicate and we can go into this intelligent diagnosis, and that will look for a VIN number and it will detect which car I am connected to. So it detected my vehicle and now I can do health report, and this will go over all modules in this Citroen and it will read out fault codes from all of them. Full scan is pretty fast. It was about 1 minute and 15 seconds for this Citroen. Now this will differ across different car models, but for newer car you can expect 1 and 2 minutes and scan is over. So with full scan finished, we got this list of systems found, so it detected 17 control modules with 10 fault codes in total, and if I want I can also make diagnostic report, and you can even customize all of this information, so you can input your customers details and you can also input your shop's details. And even make PDF reports from this, which are saved automatically, so now it is saved already in my reports in this scan tool. So this is report of all found fault codes from this Citroen. And what you can also do is share it, so you can share it with Bluetooth or email. So technically you can send PDF report of car straight to your customer's email inbox, which is pretty cool. And this scanner also comes with plenty of service resets. Check this out. These are supported service resets just for this Citroen, but for other brands there might be even more resets available. But I noticed that we have maintenance light on dashboard, so we can do oil reset. Let's go inside this BSI, and here I can do maintenance indicator reset. Hit OK, and simple like that, I did service reset successfully. Okay, now let me show you entering single module. So I picked BSI module. This is something like body control module for Citroen. And in every module you have bunch of choices, so you can read module information. This will display bunch of stuff regarding this control module. Then you can read fault codes. So now I am reading fault codes only from body control module. So you can see we have 3 different fault codes only in the body system. Then what you can do in every control module, you can clear codes just for that module. So now I am clearing faults only from this body control module, but fault code memory in other modules will not be cleared. So this you can use if you want to clear faults only from one module. But now when I read codes, we still have 2 codes. That means 2 of these codes are permanent and cannot be cleared with scan tool only. Next, you can also read live data. For some cars, if you go to live data, you will get list of all live data, but some other vehicles, especially newer cars, will give you bunch of groups of data you can choose from, and then you can choose some individual group of data, because there is hundreds of data, so some brands have them grouped together like this, so it is easier to navigate. And then in every module you can do actuation tests, so these are bidirectional tests, and every single module will have different bidirectional tests. And check this out here, even bidirectional tests are divided into different groups in one control module. So for example, let's go to this visibility tab, and we can pick, for example, let's do windshield wipers, and just with one click on my scan tool I can command them to turn on, which is pretty interesting. Or for example, I can turn on windshield washer, but there isn't any fluid apparently. And then you also have special functions. So in this body module, we have different special functions, for example, even customization. So we can even unlock some hidden features possibly, or customize and configure different settings. Check this out. For example, now I will go inside driving comfort group. And here you can see there is a bunch of settings I could customize. But I also want to show you what this scanner can do on some other cars. So let's change car. We can go inside my Golf 5. Let me plug in my VCI. Okay, let me take my scanner. We of course have to turn on ignition, so scanner will be able to communicate. But now this is older vehicle than Citroen, so I will not use that intelligent diagnosis. Instead I have to go through diagnose and I have to select my car make individually. Now there is this history tab, so these are cars I had previously connected, including this Volkswagen. So what I can do, I can quickly go to this quick entry and I don't have to look for Volkswagen, it just uses settings from before. And just like that, I am inside my car, so here you can already see we have a bunch of extra features, because different brand will give some different functionality possibly. But for start we can do this health report. Let's check out fault codes from all modules. Full scan here is even faster, about 40 seconds, and we have two faulty modules. So we have one fault in climate and one fault in electronics module, that's like body control module. But what I want to show you that with different brands you will unlock different OEM functionality. So for example, before Citroen doesn't have coding like this, but if you go inside Volkswagen, VAC cars has these adaptations, basic settings or even long coding which allow you to customize directly code of control module. And I already know if I go to this byte 7 in body control module and set value to 40, it will make US turn signals on my Golf, so turn signals will be on permanently. Check this out. Now it still isn't saved, I have to click on OK. Yes, and just like that we successfully coded some feature my car didn't have before. So now my turn signals are permanent. So you can see that in different car brands you will unlock different OEM functionality with this scan tool, which is very cool. But another thing is, in case some car is not supported by this scan tool, but you still want to access it, you can use this OBDII tab. So this is set of basic OBDII functionality. This is for engine only. But these are features that you can use on every car with OBDII systems. Because every car with OBDII system should be supporting one of these protocols. And currently the Mucar V08 is trying to find out which one of protocols is my car communicating in. And once it detected protocol, we are inside and we can use a bunch of different functionality. For example, we can check readiness monitors. So this will tell us status of our emission and exhaust systems, and all are ready except catalytic converter. So possibly there could be some problem with catalytic converter, but it also can mean that codes were just erased. Then you can read fault codes. This is for engine only, and we already know in engine we don't have faults, so we just skip that. But you can also see live data, and this scan tool is pretty good for checking this live data. Let me show you. I will select a bunch of different values, so we will build our custom page with live data. So these are the values I have selected. Now with engine on we can already see them changing, and we can also record this data. So if we are doing some engine diagnosis, this will be very helpful because you can record data and then you can review it once you are done driving. And then you can also display them in form of graphs. And Mucar V08 actually supports 12 different graphs at once, which is a lot. Many scan tools will support only 4 different live data graphs. Here you can watch 12 different values at once in separate graphs, which is pretty cool. And then you can also combine these values into one graph, but here the 4 values are limit, so maximum of 4 values in one graph. And you can also save samples of live data. So for example, I can save my sample now. I will maybe replace some part that I think might be faulty based on my diagnosis. And then I can make another sample and I can kind of compare these samples together, so I will see difference by using different car parts. Now let me go back and we can check out what more functionality we have in this scan tool. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention, if you will buy it, I suggest you buy it on my ThinkCar website. This is official website for ThinkCar and Mucar scan tools. They usually have the best price, and you can get even better price with 10% off coupon with Car Hacker. So if you use Car Hacker on that website, you will get extra 10% off, which can be about $50 or $70 for this scan tool. But that coupon code works for every product, so you can buy anything from that website, you can use Car Hacker, and you will still get 10% off for everything you will buy. But back to this scan tool, I will disconnect from my car. Okay, let's go to this repair information. So you got OBDII fault code library. Here you can search for different fault codes. For example, we can do PO404 and it will give you fault code name and little description. So it can help you understand fault codes you are dealing with. And then if we go to settings, check this out. Here you can even add different customers. So you can track your customers inside scan tool. In the update tab, you will do all of your updates. So here you can check for possible updates and just download it with one click. For updating, you have to be connected to internet, of course, but you can use scan tool without internet connection. And then for languages, these are supported languages. So there are a lot of languages you can choose from. And then you even got this coverage list library. So here you can research compatibility of different features for different car brands and models. And yeah, so this is basically it. This is Mucar V08. I think it's pretty good scan tool, but honestly, if I have to choose between this one and Mucar 892 Bluetooth, I think I would go for 892 Bluetooth because it recently got update. I think the Mucar V08 will get this update as well, but right now if you got 892, it has update for full scan, and full scan is even faster, and you can choose between different options how you want to scan car. It is even smaller, easier to carry around, and it is even cheaper. So for me, I would go with 892 Bluetooth. But on the other hand, this one can possibly work with more cars because you have this another case with adapters for older vehicles. But both are definitely amazing scanners, and once again, on the MyThinker website, use my coupon CarHacker, you will get 10% off for all products.